The images that follow were taken with a Nikon D200 with a 500mm lens. The subject of focus was the bottom third of the sun. Upon reviewing the images in Adobe Lightroom, I noticed a large spherical object below and behind the sun. This object was also vaguely visible with the naked eye, but in much less detail. I want to draw particular attention to the images of the unidentified object that appear behind the sun. It is not possible for a lens flare to appear behind a real object, such as the sun, a tree, or a cloud. Therefore, when the unidentified object is eclipsed by the sun, no other good conclusion can be drawn other than that it is a real physical object in our solar system space. Image DSC_0353.jpg is a good example of how the image itself is eclipsed by the sun and therefore must be behind it. This appearance of order is in no way characteristic of a lens flare or any other camera artifact or anomaly that I am aware of or have ever encountered in over 30 years of photography. This object has some interesting elements such as well-defined edges, a three-dimensional spherical appearance, a realistic light reflection. On some images, atmospheric bands are slightly visible. Notice how the object of interest reflects the sunlight to a defined point and then falls into shadow around the edges. This is what I would expect to see with a physical object. Of course, the observations above are mine. They are, however, based on deductive logic and an understanding of photography and physical properties of light reflection on a solid object. You may arrive at a different conclusion. I encourage everyone interested in this subject to conduct their own investigation and come to their own conclusions on this topic, and share them with the YouTube community. Please note, due to a ridiculous number of thumbs down on my previous videos, all comments and feedback and voting will be disabled. Normally, I encourage an honest, scientifically based, logical discussion. However, I have zero tolerance for nonsense, especially regarding a subject that may have dire impact on all humanity.